When I started doing keto 2 years ago, I didn't know what sugar substitute to use. There were so many different brands. I didn't know the ratios. One of the first sugars I found in the store was stevia in the raw. It was so sweet, and I didn't care for the aftertaste. So I looked at the ingredients. It was maltodextrin was the very first ingredient, and then stevia. Maltodextrin is a white powder derived from corn, rice, potatoes, and wheat. It was a carbohydrate. It was a sugar. Why would I put another sugar in my body? I was fooled. So today I'm going to show you some sugar substitutes. We're going to talk about their conversions and what their best uses are. This is a stevia plant. You can see it's starting to grow again. I did bring it in through the winter, and I'm really surprised that it's grown because my zone is a lot lower than what this belongs in. This grows in a zone 9 and up, so it's a tropical plant. So I'm going to show you the uses that you can do with the stevia plant. Here's the leaf from the plant, and you can just eat it just like that. And it's very sweet. It tastes really good. I enjoy it. I went and took my stuff that I had from the past year that I had grown in the garden, and I let it dry, and I just put it in this jar. I just take it out and I crush it up. I'll use this in teas, whatever I want to put a sweetener in. You could probably put this in your coffee grinder and grind it up to a powder very fine. So that's one of the choices that you can use. There's also a liquid stevia that you can buy, and it's 300 times stronger than regular sugar. I don't have the liquid stevia here, but the conversion is 1 cup of sugar to 1 teaspoon of liquid stevia. There's no calories and no increase in your blood sugar. Let's talk about liquid stevia. Liquid stevia has a bitter aftertaste and is usually paired with erythritol. Now I do have this product here. I've never opened it, and I probably will never use it, and I'll tell you why. The ingredients are water, erythritol, stevia extract, natural flavors, malic acid, sodium benzoate, that's a preservative, and potassium sorbate, another preservative. It's the malic acid that I'm going to talk about. So it can cause headaches, nausea, stomach upset, and irritations. And if you already have low blood pressure, it can lower it even more. So you have to be very careful with that. So that's one of the reasons I won't use that. But just know there is a good product you can use. It's on Amazon. You can buy it from them. It's brand 365, and you can get that at a Whole Foods market. And its ingredients are, I'm going to read it, organic stevia with deionized water, organic stevia extract, and 11% of organic alcohol. So if you can't have alcohol, you know, you might want to look up for a little bit further for something more pure, but that is one of the better choices. So you would use liquid stevia in like another liquid, like coffee or tea or something that can dissolve very readily in. The next item is monk fruit in the raw. This item here, it browns, it caramelizes, and bakes just like regular sugar. And the ratios are as follows. If you need 1 teaspoon of sugar and you're using monk fruit, you want 1 teaspoon of monk fruit. Same goes for 1 cup sugar to 1 cup of monk fruit. Now this is blended with erythritol. Erythritol. This is something that I would use in my baking, and it comes granular like sugar, but you can also put it in your coffee grinder and make it into a powder if you needed it more fine. The conversion is the same. If you needed 1 cup of sugar, you'd use 1 cup of erythritol, same as a teaspoon to a teaspoon, so the conversion there is really nice. And it has no effects on your blood sugar. Erythritol is a sugar alcohol. It's found in pears, melons, and grapes, and its uses would be just like any other product that you would make with regular sugar. Allulose. It tastes like sugar, it bakes like sugar, and it dissolves like sugar. And the conversion for this is a little different. So for allulose, you want to have 1 1/3 cups of allulose to 1 cup of sugar. And it does tell you on the back, so you have that information. Allulose allulose comes from fruits, but when you're using allulose, you might want to start out slow because if you're taking it and you're eating it a bunch of it at a time, you want to make sure you go slow because it can cause some GI upset and diarrhea. So just be aware of that. I made some excellent ice cream, butter pecan ice cream in a mason jar with allulose. It's to die for. Keep an eye out for the video on that. You're going to love it. Allulose is great for beverages and baked goods. One of the sugar substitutes that I've used in the past is xylitol. I really like xylitol. It's granular, just like sugar. It doesn't spike your insulin. So it's a good sugar substitute. But if you have pets, animals, especially dogs, I recommend you don't have it because it's very toxic to them and it could take their life. So that's one thing. It's good if you don't have animals. It tastes good, but you just don't want it if you have animals. So we keep it out of the house. Now, if you need a powdered sugar and you don't want to grind up the sugars that you have, you can buy this. This is a powdered sugar. It's erythritol and monk fruit together. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, so you can use it in baking and anything that you need it for. It's a great sugar substitute for a powder. So we've gone through granular sugars, powdered sugars, different sugars, but what about brown sugar? Swerve. It's a great brown sugar. It has 0 calories, 1-to-1 ratio in measurements, great for baking, no artificial flavors, non-GMO, tastes great. Now, I'm not going to lie, these sugars cost a bit more than your white processed sugar. But, you know, just like anything that's good for you, it costs more money. It's, you know, the industry. It's how it goes. So you make your choice. Find it on sale. I find mine on sale all the time. You can find it in most grocery stores. Bake to your heart's content. So I hope this clears up any confusion you may have about sugar substitutes. Go out and find yours today.